Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors, your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm glad to hear this Friday morning, the last day of September 30th, 2011. Now, we're looking at October tomorrow and all kind of exciting things going on we'll be talking about later. But first, let's take a look at our weather brought to us by Haney Technical Center. Principal Mike Heppenstall and the staff out there. Be sure to stop by and visit with them. I know Eric Johnson, those guys in welding, they have a really good welding program. I've always wanted to take that, and I may do that one time when I get a chance, when all my spare time. But right now, temperature, we're really waiting for this cold front, I know. And it's supposed to be coming in late this afternoon or early this evening. But right now, it is 64 here in Panama City, 62 in Mariana, 68 both in Apalachicola and over at Grayton Beach. Water temperature remains at 84. Now, I'm not guessing, I promise you next week it'll be going down a little bit. High today will get up it's still going to be a little bit warmer today. It's going to get around 88, but it won't be quite as humid. And low tonight should be around 53 degrees. Looking at the moon, we've got a full moon coming October 12th. That's going to be the big October moon, but right now we're at the first quarter, so the moon is waxing, and so we're going to have some really good, some tides really nice and all. The boating forecast, the winds out of north-northwest at 5 to 15, so that's that cold air coming down out of north and northwest. So seas will be 2 to 4 today and probably tomorrow also. So when we say 2 to 4, we're mainly talking about 4. So be aware of that if you're going offshore. The big thing again, and we haven't talked about it lately, is still dry. We had a little bit of rain yesterday, but normally this time of year we'll have 54 inches. Right at 54 inches at the end of September is a normal rain amount. And right now we have 37 inches. So we're way behind. 17 inches behind. Let's take a look at our Carl Vernon Marine Services, their tide chart. Carl does a really good job on his work there, and call him at any time. He does a great job. Today, we're looking at a low tide, a really good strong tide, over 2 foot at 8:21 this morning is a low tide, and then folks is coming in all day long. High tonight at 11:21. So I know some flounder folks will be out there, and I know a lot of y'all have a chance to well, a big thing, I know a lot of y'all will be going to high school football games throughout the Panhandle. Last week I was at Bluntstown. Tonight I'm watching a Mosley Bay game will be tonight. So we're excited. I enjoy going and watching them, and it's just part of life in the fall is going to high school football. Want to give a shout out to Sea Quarters Marina this morning. Millard and the staff down there talked to Tony Bass. He had been fishing down there last week at Sea Quarters Marina. Got to see Millard, and they're all catching some grouper, but again, nothing really big. It's been right now so-so season on grouper. Okay, that takes care of our weather. We'll be right back.
We are so lucky to live in North Florida. We have some of the best fresh and saltwater fishing in the world. My biggest problem is not catching fish, but trying to decide what kind of fish I want to catch. No matter what I'm after, I always stop at Sunjammers Water Sports first. They have just what I need: rods and reels, line, tackle, and most important, live bait. Yes, sir, we sure are lucky.
Panama City living is simply better without glasses. The Eye Center of North Florida offers the most advanced cataract surgery using lifestyle lens implants, which allow you to see all distances glasses-free. Our surgeons perform this quick and painless procedure at our accredited surgery center. When it comes to your vision, trust your local experts in surgical eye care. The Eye Center of North Florida.
9 doctors, 1 vision, yours.
Hi, I'm Paul Flagg with Professional Fiberglass Marine Service. We offer all types of boat repair, fiberglass work, bottom painting, detailing, buffing. If your gel coat's looking dull, we can get that boat looking good for you again. We also offer a pickup and delivery service, and we have trailers that you can use if we are going to work on your boat, and we can come and get your boat for you. We can be reached at 850-960-9054, or you can reach us on the web at profiberglassmarine.com.
Bill Kramer Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC is Panama City's exclusive full-line dealership. Built on a 45-year foundation of trust and total customer satisfaction in all departments, including our huge pre-owned department, where we'll pay top dollar for your current automobile as a trade-in, or we'll place your vehicle on our lot and help you sell it. At Bill Kramer Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC. 4 decades, 3 generations, 1 tradition.
Welcome back. You know, we talked about snakes being real careful this time of year, and I get the Liberty County Journal, folks. I get it once a week. I love these little weekly newspaper, and I got kin folks all throughout the woods up in Calhoun and Liberty County and Gaston County, and also I try to keep up with them, the in-laws and outlaws up there. But I enjoy reading it, and I always know a lot of people in it. But yesterday, listen, there's 3 articles on the front page. One about a solar plant. The other 2 articles about snake bites. Okay, this 4-year-old boy was bit by a copperhead. Now he's okay now, but they really had some problems. He was out in the yard down there, stiff and ugly land, and he was picking up lizards and all. He picked up the wrong tail, a little copperhead about like that, and a copperhead hit him right between the fingers, and they got a helicopter in there. What they do in Tallahassee, Memorial sends a helicopter to Bristol, and it lands there at the football field. So any kind of emergency there, they always go there, and they flew him to Tallahassee. This one on the bottom, Clarksville man, okay, after a dry bite from a water moccasin. Now, a dry bite is when a snake hits you, but it doesn't inject venom. And they were able to do a little 3-foot moccasin, and they got him in the garage. He was in the guy's garage and bit him, and they flew him down here to Bay Medical and got him okay. But both the people are okay. But when I tell you, watch out for snakes and all this time of year, there's proof in the pudding right there. That's reality. So be aware of that. Now, we've talked about 2 weeks from now, October 15th, the middle of October, we talked about the Elizabeth Bardolph fishing tournament, and we're going to have Jeff coming on next week. But I have folks ask me, I don't like to necessarily fish all day for redfish, or don't want to fish the tournament, ask me what they can do. This is what I do. I'm not telling you you need to do this, but I always pick out a couple of my students and pay their registration and let them fish it. And so if you got some friends and all that may want to fish that tournament, that'd be your great contribution to the tournament. Pay the kids away and let them fish it, and they're so appreciative of doing that. And if you want to do something to help out in that tournament, feel free to do something like that. Also, the Women's Outdoor Weekend is that same day, so you got 2 things, and we'll talk more about that Women's Outdoor Weekend put on by the FWC coming up later. Got an email last night. Folks, Pat Barnes sent this. They caught first of all, catching a mahi-mahi, that's what's behind me, catching a mahi-mahi off the St. Andrew Marina. Her 10-year-old daughter, check this out, her 10-year-old daughter, Erin, her 12-year-old friend there, Chris, caught this Tuesday afternoon after school. Check that out. Now I love this picture. First of all, I love to see kids fishing, but then catching something like this. Now, they'll always remember catching this mahi-mahi off the St. Andrew Marina wall there. Okay, good job there. Also, the Birds of Prey presentation. We're talking about that tomorrow. Lisa Miller will be presenting Birds of Prey at the E.O. Wilson Biophilia Center. That's between Freeport and Ebro there. It's going to be at one presentation will be at 11 o'clock, and another presentation will be at 1 o'clock. The Birds of Prey, and I think I know you'll enjoy that. That's Lisa Miller presenting that. Got an email from Sean Mulligan. Sean watches the show every day. Suggested that I put YouTube on my Facebook, on my page, not on my Facebook, but put YouTube on my Panhandle Outdoors webpage. So we're going to start working on that and see what we can do. And that would be more accessible to some folks who just check it out there. Okay? Let's take our next break, and we'll be right back.
Panama City Beach is known as one of the top dive destinations in Florida. Divers Den offers daily dive charters that can accommodate up to 13 divers. Our boat captain is U.S. Coast Guard certified and a PADI dive instructor. We have trained professionals who offer a variety of scuba certifications. Come see us at our 2 locations on Thomas Drive and Tyndall Parkway.
On down to Blue Water Outrigger, where you'll always find friendly service, fresh and saltwater fishing rods, top of the line men's and women's apparel. Don't forget to pick up your live baits and let us help you with all your outdoor needs. Check out our wide selection of top quality reels and hunting necessities and everything in between. Come see us or order online. We'll be waiting for you right next door to Piggly Wiggly, Port St. Joe.
Captain's Cove Marina, designed with fishermen in mind. Easy access to the best fishing along Florida's Forgotten Coast. Deep sea fishing, fly fishing from a kayak, cruising endless miles of bayous, bays, and the intercoastal waterway. Count on the captain's crew to work hard to make your day on the water the best ever. Captain's Cove Marina, 1617 Grouper Avenue, Port St. Joe, 850-227-3357.
Harold Milling Company, rough and tough dog food. Harold Milling Company builds it. They build hog feed. They build dairy feed. They make chicken feed. They have specialty feeds for rabbits. If you got a worm farm, grandmother used to have a worm farm. Look at the Harold Milling Company. You want to go down and get you, the dog's not running anymore. That's all over with. You want to get that 16% and drop down from the 26% protein. You don't want old Rover to get fat. Harold Milling Company, you can buy it almost any feed store in the Panama City area.
All right, welcome back. Maria Abrams sent me some pictures last night. Now, that's for Tarpon Dock Seafood, and you know, she's always been very gracious with the Tarpon Dock giving stuff away and all, but she's also stayed in contact as far as pictures. Check out this red snapper. Now, I know it's not red snapper season, but remember they're commercial captains, and she sent this to me, and this is her brother out from he's down. She's originally from Birmingham, Alabama, and this is a red snapper that he caught there, and his name. Okay, I got it over here. They went out on Captain Mark Raffield's boat, and her brother Joe LaRock out of Birmingham, Alabama, and then Captain Mark Raffield and his daughter Brittany. Now you're talking about some nice, healthy red snapper. Captain Mark Raffield and his daughter Brittany on this picture here. Some nice fish there, and like I say, they're allotted so many thousand pounds, you know, per boat and all. That's a good job. Thanks, Maria, for sending that. I was going to do a Panhandle Outdoors tip of the day. This happened this week, and I just want to mention it to you. I've seen some really good bargains on boats, and you know, it's the end of the summer, and if you're out there thinking about buying a boat, you know, it's an excellent time to start looking seriously for a boat. There's some really good deals out there. So that's our tip of the day for Panhandle Outdoors. Okay, now. Yesterday I showed the shark picture, and I got all kind of feedback on it. I appreciate folks talking to me. The majority of folks said this is a tiger shark. Excuse me. I just wasn't sure it was a tiger shark. Several people, and I got a call from Eric Johnson up in Graceville. Now Eric is a diver, a veteran diver. He's done a lot of diving in his local area, and he thought it might be what's called a smooth hound shark, which would be a rare shark out here in the Gulf. At first everybody thought it might have been a thresher, but the tail is not quite long enough and the marking is not right. So it's either, if you look on Google up and look on a smooth hound shark, it could very well be that. It's a smaller shark, and I was looking at it last night. I was going to try to print one out, but we may get into it next week. But that is a unique picture. I was 12 miles, actually 11 miles southwest of Port St. Joe. And I was mentioning the other day Facebook. I enjoy getting on Facebook anywhere from 15. You got to limit yourself 15 to 20 minutes a night. Try to just run through. I catch up on a lot of what I enjoy about it. I got a lot of buddies and all and friends from my high school days I sort of touch base with and see what they're up to. And then former students I had 15, 20 years ago, they're scattered all over. And so it's really neat to keep up. And then a lot of friends here in town that I don't really see a lot, but I know maybe what's going on. So it's a lot of fun. I couldn't help. I want to share one with you from last night. Powell Adams. A lot of y'all remember Powell Adams, and former FWC officer. And he posted what he had for supper last night. Now this is here only here in the Panhandle or South Alabama or South Georgia. You're gonna get this: deer backstrap, baked beans, biscuits, Tupelo honey, sweet tea, and peach cobbler with ice cream. Now, it's not a great way to have a supper on a Thursday night and get ready to watch a ball game or something. So, good job there, Powell. I hope you don't mind me sharing that with everybody. You had it on Facebook last night. All right, Tarpon Dock Seafood. Our giveaway. I talked to Maria last night, and she wants to give away today another whole red snapper. You saw how healthy they are. It may not be quite that big, but it'll be a nice, fresh red snapper from Tarpon Dock. And the second prize will be a dozen stuffed shrimp. Okay, so let's go ahead and draw for these. There'll be 2 winners. Now, anytime you can still register here through Christmas. We're going to use this pickle jar here to people, so you can send it anytime. We've got more gifts coming up. So the winner of the red snapper, Rick Frady. Rick Frady. And Rick's good about sending pictures. So good job, Rick. And the winner of the dozen stuffed shrimp. You need to be watching the show. Angie Carpenter. Angie Carpenter, dozen stuffed shrimp. Good job, Angie. All right. Got 2 winners there. Now, one thing I want to do, on Tuesday morning, I explained to you what a neap tide was. Now, I told you I was going to give you a test on it on Friday, so I would like to give a test on Friday. That's the school teacher in me. So we're going to show this video, and during this video, if you'll call me up, my number is 819-5548, and tell me what a neap tide is, how we get neap tides, then I'm going to give you a prize. We're going to have a brand new pair of these pliers here, an express lane mug, and a free refill. We're going to give that to you if you explain to me what a neap tide is. Now, this video, a little 3-minute video, bait fish have just been abundant, and we've talked about it. I was talking to a friend of mine last night. Bait fish just all over the jetties area in the pass. They've been all up in the bay. I think, and I observed pretty much one area, North Bay and West Bay, but I'm a regular observer of that, and I'm here on North Bay on this video. But they've just been so abundant, and the birds have been feeding on them, the dolphin have been feeding them, and the trout and redfish have all been feeding on these bait fish. So this little 3-minute video, I think you'll enjoy it because it sort of gives you an idea, especially on a calm day, where you can see so many bait fish. So if you call me during the break and tell me what a neap tide is, 819, let me give my phone now, 819-5548. So let's watch this video, then we'll be back with our famous Friday fishing forecast. Hey folks, I'm on the end of my dock, and it's just a beautiful morning. I want to just come out real early and just look at some of the situations on the bay. As you can see, looking out across North Bay, it is absolutely gorgeous. But what's striking are all the schools of bait fish. Now it must be 16 or 17 individual little pods of bait fish. And what is interesting is studying each little school or something, and seeing how you just can't judge the size of the school by just looking at, because they go from small to large. Like right out here, end of my rod, and that little school right there, something moving them on. But you'll see something rip through them every now and then, and they'll go from like a little small, maybe 8 foot diameter. Okay, the one I'm just talking about, that was about 2 feet diameter a while ago. Now looking at it, it's about 8 to 10 feet diameter, which usually means some kind of predatory fish is underneath them and drives them to the top. Looking out over here further, they're just skimming all over top. Sometimes they'll come together, sometimes they'll drop down. But you can be assured that when you see the school coming up the top and rippling, something's underneath them. And the question is always, what do you throw? Well, one thing, you don't want to throw right in the middle of them. I've always heard that from the old fishermen. You never throw in the middle of a school of bait fish. You want to throw on the sides, on the edges over there, and try to look like a wounded fish. And whether you go top water, or actually underneath them, you really need to try both methods. Right now, I just happen to have I'm just going to try a little skitter walk and throw to top water some. And it's just a beautiful morning. I just want to share with you, again, looking at all the schools. We're on the northern part of North Bay, and it's just a beautiful sight to just see all these bait fish working. You know, they live a dangerous life. They have sort of like a double jeopardy. Underneath them is a predatory fish, and right on top is a bird like this that's skimming across. So if they stay down low, they're going to get eaten sometimes. They'll come up high, right there. They're going to get a shot and take a shot at too. Tough life being a bait fish. Folks, now look at this school of mullet. Look at them. We're trying to be real still. See how mullet act. Now, I don't have my net. I wish I had my net with me. See how the feet on the bottom a little bit? They'll come back now. I'm standing still. Yet another school is right down here. You see them working on top of the water. I don't know if the camera's going to pick them up. There's about 8 or 9. These are bigger down here. There's a good shot of them. A lot of times when they get to the top of the water, you see more ripples. A lot of people mistake them a lot of times for redfish. But they're going to stay on the bottom right there.
The greatest investment we can all make is in the lives of our children and grandchildren.
To help you invest for retirement, handle your IRA rollover, protect your family with life or long-term care insurance, call my dad for an appointment at his new office on Wilson Avenue behind Lowe's. And he'll give you a copy of his most recent book, 7 Steps to Serious Money. For free! Walter Woodrick, your serious money advisor!
My name's Captain Rick Corley. I'm a SAMS accredited Marine Surveyor, NAM certified Marine Surveyor, and IAME certified Marine Investigator. Been surveying since 1969. Was taught by my father, who is the oldest, longest practicing Marine Surveyor in the world. We do all types of survey, commercial or pleasure. Steel, aluminum, fiberglass, wood, makes no difference. Give us a call at 850-527-5287 or visit us online. We'd appreciate your visits.
It's Kubota Summertime Deal Days at Soul Tractor, and Kubota finance offers are heating up.
Right now, we have long-term finance rates for qualified buyers. We have the deals you've been waiting for on new Kubota compact track loaders.
Come take a look at our new Kubota compact track loaders and excavators today.
Hurry to Soul Tractor's Kubota Summertime Deal Days and get your best deal on a new Kubota today while the sun shines.
Sunrise to sunset. A walk through nature takes you on a journey of Florida's Emerald Coast. You'll encounter the wildlife, birds, lighthouses, indigenous to the beautiful land and seascapes of Florida. Set to the sounds of nature and enhanced with easy listening music. Only $14.95 plus $4.95 shipping and handling. NatureWalkDVD.com or send check or money order to the address on the screen. A walk through nature. Visually stunning.
Welcome back and congratulations to Dave Gunner up there in Lynn Haven. Got the correct answer. Had a lot of calls. So a lot of y'all knew the answer. I appreciate that. Makes me feel good. I think y'all were paying attention in class and know what we're talking about. All right, let's move on. Let's take a look at Express Lane Fish and Game forecast. Our peak period today, we're looking at 3:15 this morning, 5:15, and this afternoon we're looking at 3:37 to 5:37 this afternoon. Brought to us by Express Lane, American owned and American operated. Now let's get right into our Tarpon Dock Seafood, our famous Friday fishing forecast, and it's picking up really strong, folks. I got this in from Bruce Mixon. Bruce sends his in about 9 o'clock on Thursday night because he gets information. If he's not out, he gets other people sending it in. And remember last week, the east end of the bay was real slow, but this week, the east end of the Choctawhatchee Bay picked up really strong. It was really the flounder were being caught between the Intercoastal and Jolly Bay, that area right in there. He said right between on the grassy spots and sandy spots. And the Coast Guard station was really strong this week on reds and specks. So that was the two hot spots over there in South Walton County between Jolly Bay and the Intercoastal for flounder. Okay, Mitch Coleman sent this in last night from the Mexico Beach area. Mitch is out there 3 or 4 times a week on a fishing trip, so he's right on top. He said water temperature is 83 off the Mexico Beach Pier, so that's about the same as it is here. The water is very clear. The monarch butterflies have started showing up, which means the fall king run. That's what the old timers would go by, the butterflies. The fall fish are larger, and especially the mahi-mahi are hitting. That's interesting because they're hitting here too and Mexico Beach. They're hitting live alewives. You can catch the live alewives there in the canal and look around the buoy line, and that's where they're catching them, or pinfish in 80 to 100 foot deep. Okay, here in Panama City, we've talked to several people, and the pier, first of all, the pier report, talked to Bobby Graham last night. He caught some flounder yesterday up into, he says, 16 to 17 inch range. So nice flounder being caught off the pier. The offshore now, the grouper bite is real slow, but you saw the picture a while ago, mahi being caught in the bay. They're also being caught really strong right outside the pass along the buoys there. And the big thing too, the flounder have started moving, and I've got a good report. The sailfish have been red hot for 2.5 weeks. They catch them out of kayaks, they catch them off the pier. It may, the last day or two, haven't heard anything, it may have tapered off, but it's been a really good bite on sailfish. As you saw in the video, huge schools of bait fish, and the redfish and trout are up underneath them, so the bays are full of that. And the East Bay trout has been really good. I know Bill Allen and the mayor are going out this morning to out to East Bay, so I'm sure I'll get a good report. Now, down from St. Joe and Apalachicola, the big bite of the bass fishing has been really good along the Apalachicola River, lower end. This time of year has always been good. The tarpon, good signs of tarpon are they're still rolling, still jumping. A lot of folks still seeing tarpon. The offshore from St. Joe, Apalachicola, offshore, the same as it is here. They're catching a grouper, but it just haven't been in a really big grouper yet. Snapper, they're catching lots of snapper. Now, you can't keep snapper unless you have a commercial license, like those pictures. But the snapper bite continues to be really, really strong. Over in Eagle Harbor, some nice redfish have been caught there this week, and limited out. Blair Morgan talked Wednesday morning about his neighbor just limited out on some really nice speckled trout up around Black's Island using a Zara spook. So, and freshwater, Captain Ken Paramore was here Wednesday, talked about checking some folks up at Deer Point Lake with a full limit of freshwater panfish, brim, and shell cracker. So it looks good. The weekend is going to be great weather. This is the first weekend of a five Saturday month, so if you get a chance, get it started off right. So we're going to wrap things up here. Folks, I want to thank you for inviting me into your home this week, and we try to throw everything out at you as we can so you'll be informed and be able to enjoy the great outdoors. So today at work or whatever you do today, be sure and do something good for somebody that's around you, or some maybe even a total stranger, but just do something good. Make the outdoors part of your life, and you have a great weekend, and God bless.
Thanks for joining us for Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors features hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.